there. So we march on. A new season. Let's see how we do. First month, we get right down to business. This team is probably, in the best shape it's been. It's the least amount of reliance we've had on legendary goons. It's the best goaltending we've had. The defense isn't that bad. We're 3-6 to start the year. Cameron Carlton is leading the team with 6 points in 9 games. Not a great start to the season for Joe Byer, then, is what I'm reading here. How long does it take to understand everything in Franchise Hockey Manager? Not that long, I'd say. It used to be more difficult. They cleaned up the navigation a lot. A lot. 9, 10, 12, and 1. Okay. We're only like 5 points out of a playoff spot right now. Davos, I found a giant Wayne Gretzky pop figure. Define giant. But it was $40. Should have bought it. Oberg is now leading this team. Bentley has 6 points. And is actually down an overall point. He's only taken 47 shots this year. At this point, I think we have to say fuck chemistry. Yeah, at this point, we have to say fuck chemistry. Out of pure desperation. It is a fuck chemistry situation here. Oh boy. This team, man, it's just nothing happens to click at the same time. It is just a constant uphill battle. We'll see if this strategy works. At least the defense is apparently better. Plus minuses are okay. The goaltending's been amazing. Given the circumstances, we just can't score now. So now we get the defense and the goaltending up to snuff, and the offense drops. Whereas before, the offense was okay and we couldn't stop a damn thing. Shit. We can't find that one coach who can put this team together. Where somehow, some way, they're just a perfect mesh of it fits with the defense, it fits with the forwards. We just haven't been able to find it. And again, there's really no better coach out there right now. We have great coaches in terms of the attributes, but they just don't fit the team. And yeah, now we're just getting shelled. The defense and goaltending completely fell off in that particular month. The Sharks are on 43 points. We're on 27. 42 points to make it into the playoffs. We're on 27. Joe Byer has 8 goals in 37 games. I don't know what to do. Honestly, let's just try the idea of playing Bentley and Geisberger with Byer, because maybe, just maybe, they'll force him the puck enough that it'll work out. That's pretty much all I can think of. Throw whatever shit at the wall you can to see what sticks is the current strategy. An interim coach isn't going to help, guys. Nothing's going to help. It's a waste of time. We waste enough time in the offseason just getting this team set up for a desperation attempt. And it hasn't worked. Yeah, we're not finding a coach with a better scheme fit than a 62. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And even if it does happen, they'll be a C, if we're lucky. 65 for Bowden's, but we know he doesn't work because he's awful with our defense. At least that was the issue. The defense wasn't good enough to make that work. Because if you look at our current coach with Brindamore, he's just a lot more well-rounded. Sopel has the lowest value, and even then it's 50%. So how do we find a coach that can match what Brindamore brings from a defensive standpoint, but also hits the mark of the forwards? Honestly, Ritu is close. We could try Ritu. Colin might work too. Maybe, just maybe. De Silva's not going to work. Levesque's not going to work.
Oh, good for you!
Thanks, Misty. Appreciate the follow, buddy. Have we found our guy?
Good for you!
And James with the follow as well. Have we found our guy? Griffin Weeks. He's a B-. It's not that bad. Well, somehow, some way. Hello, Chloe Bork. Have we found our gal? What's your grade, Chloe? She's also a B-. And Redden, a little bit off the pace. Alright. That's the AHL. Fuck. You're right, it was. Damn it. You see what you want to see in life. Pure desperation. Did it show the B- for Weeks? Yeah, did it show him as the AHL? It did. Well, then we're fucked. Because we don't know if he fits the team or not. So basically we'd have to sit here and hire, and then test, and then fire, and then... It's just not worth the trouble. Alright, we gotta look for someone who wants an NHL job then. Cool. There's all of 6 people that want an NHL job apparently, and again, we know that you don't work. Ritu might, like we talked about. You know, Lebec doesn't work. I mean, if our ditch effort's gonna be there, it's gonna be for Ritu from the looks of it. Nylander's not good enough with the defense. Ratchesak's not good enough with the defense. McNaughton's not good enough. Eric Carlson. Nightmare. Absolute nightmare. It's gonna have to be Ritu. That's all we can do. So congratulations to Atkinson. You are getting the axe. Send you down to the AHL, and Ruido can be our interim head coach. We have to have a head coach. Now, if this says something dumb like you already have a head coach, I'm gonna be pissed. You know it will too. So yeah, I guess we'll go with Ritu as the head coach. We'll try that, but honestly, this has been a disaster yet again. We lose 3-0 to the Coyotes. Hey, what do you know? It actually let Ritu accept. Cool beans. And properly set him up as the head coach. Well, good on you, EA. You programmed that correctly. So, the chemistry then for this team. What do we got? The defense is still okay. Defense is still okay. We can pretty much leave them as they are, although, God, these pairings don't work. Let's go with that option instead. I mean, just nothing about this defense is working right now, in fairness, though, so let's go with that and just see what the hell happens. And for the forwards. It's the same issue. We can't get Oberg and Bayer on the same unit. We can't do it. It just doesn't work anymore. So Oberg comes down. At best, we get it to a -2. So Vorobyev. Joe Bayer can't play on the top. We're fucked, dude. We're fucked. I see no way out of this right now. I see absolutely no way out of this. We cannot get a coach that gels with this team due to the limitations of the player types. It's just gonna sink us. Yeah, no combination is gonna work. All we know is that Joe Bayer cannot be a top line option. Plain and simple. We'll leave that fourth line the same, because to be honest, it's really our best option. Because they are the lowest chemistries. This is a struggle. I hate to tell you guys, the coaching change idea didn't work. We will go with this as our third line for obvious reasons. But then there's basically not much we can do unless we just willingly have a -3 on our top line, which I guess we're going to. Yeah, let's just face facts here. This isn't going to happen. Our defense is in order for the most part. Our goaltending was in order. We haven't won a single game in our last 10. No coaching change is going to help. At least not for anyone who's available now. We haven't checked the draft class this year because, to be honest, I don't really want to know right now. And we can't really get our hopes up for someone who might be great at the top of the class because, let's be honest, our draft lottery luck has been abysmal. 17, 26, and 6. We are dead last in our division at the beginning of February. There was a time where it looked like we might have something here. I don't think we do anymore, do we? I want to go look at that coach. Bayer's now leading this team in points with 44. He's up to 19 goals, so he's woken up a little bit. Who is that coach? You. Hello. Well, New York's loss is my gain. Ritu, get the hell off of my team. Get the hell off of my team. Because I am 100% signing this dude that the Rangers just fired. No doubt. Good old Jack Perez. We march on by scrolling for 6.5 years. Jack, you were fired by the Rangers. I'm not even going to make you wait. You don't even have to go on to Sportsnet or CNBC or any CNBC, MSNBC, NBCSN, whatever the hell. Please sign here immediately. Thank you, Mr. Perez. Okay, now the question is, how good of a coach are you going to be for us? The answer is probably quite poor, but hey, it is what it is. We are going to fire Smithson because he's regressing. Let's bring up Brendan Moore. I don't really care about an AHL assistant coach. Can Mr. Perez turn this team around? Did we just ruin Joe Bayer? I think our unfortunate luck has ruined Joe Bayer. So this guy cannot be a head coach for us because, again, otherwise the defense will be absolutely awful. That's the problem, man. Even these top coaches that hit the market, there's nobody out there where it actually works for us. Brendan Moore, congratulations. You'll be the new interim coach or head coach for the moment. Yikes. This team is dead. Did you not see the end of the Growlers series, bud? You go ahead and get that whole giving up bullshit out of here. Get that shit out of here. Alright, for the forwards. Anything we can do here? It's not looking too good. It is not looking too good at all. So again, we'll just do the same thing. Let's get Horvath up there. That's fine. Ekman, Carlton, Bentley. Again, we want that particular. Okay, that fourth line very much doesn't work anymore. This has been heartbreaking in every sense of the word. Good God. Good God. This has... I just don't know what we're going to do. Aside from just get the season over with. Which, yeah, we're working on it. We're working on it. Alright, those are the lines. We at least got it to even. The defense is good. Let's see what the hell happens. I mean, we're not going to make the playoffs this year. It's just, I need to at least see Joe Byer finish with a good goal total. Like, that streak of 40 goal seasons might very well come to an end this year. But we are winning a lot more games all of a sudden, so maybe, just maybe, we crack the code here. But we're closing in on an equal amount of wins in overtime, or regulation losses, as Lafreniere was just traded for Noah Hannafin. Jeff Skinner is terrible. Get out of here. So, we'll sim halfway through March, right? Loss, win, loss. 29, 32, and 8, is it? We are 12 points, 14 points out of a playoff spot. Byers on 27 goals. Is the 40-goal streak about to end? Is that 40-goal streak about to end? 12 games left. He gets goal 28. 10 games left to score 12 goals. That streak's about to end. Goal 29. 8 games left. Woohoo! Hat trick for Joe Byer. 7 games left. 32 goals. Boston did something so stupid you wouldn't cheer for him anymore. What would be my favorite team? Colorado's been my second team for a long time because of Ray Bork. So probably that. Even though the New Jersey look I don't like. Speaking of New Jersey, and now Joe Byer hasn't scored at all. He's still at a point per game pace. We are very much not going to make the playoffs. I mean, we have done relatively well, but it took 90 points to make the playoffs this year. We are on 75. And for the first time in his career, Joe Byer is going to finish with less than 40 goals. He only gets 34. Damn. Damn. We finished 26th. Doesn't really hurt our lottery odds at all. Let's be honest, it's a complete coin toss. We had the second worst offense in the league. Our defense and goaltending was mid-table, maybe closer towards the top. Our power play percentage was in the bottom 5. And our PK at 79% was mid-table. Shit. Joe Byer led this team in points again. He's still over a point per game pace, 34 goals. Oberg with 62 points. Carlton, Niedermeyer, Ekman, all of them put up at least 20 goals. So it seems kind of crazy to me that we had trouble scoring goals. We had 5 20-goal getters this season, you know? It just makes you wonder where we dragged down that much by a Geisberger, that much by a Bentley. I mean, obviously we abandoned the strategy of, you know, giving a shit about the best scheme because that wasn't working. Defense was honestly pretty good, especially Sopel. Every defender had over 20 points. Our goaltending was okay. Honestly, just those early season struggles cost us. We could have at least made a push. We could have made a push for the playoffs. It's just we really, really struggled at the start of the season. And we just couldn't overcome it. Shitty as that is. Gustafson's gonna win another Vezina here. And Jake. For those who don't know, if we won last year's draft lottery, Jake Carpenter would have been our guy. Carolina won it instead. In a different reality, an alternate universe, Jake Carpenter was a member of the Goonfish this season. Carlton, Niedermeyer, Ekman all had pretty strong showings. Philippi Castonguay as well in an alternate universe would have been ours. He was not. It's been another tough season. You know, we really are having to look ahead here as the AHL team made the playoffs. We really are having to look ahead here to focus on player development more than anything. We need good player development. We need the draft lottery to go our way here and hopefully have some good options. We've had 2 kind of okay to mad drafts. Minnesota fires their head coach as the Edmonton Oilers win the Stanley Cup. Alright, the coach they fired wasn't all that good, so really have to figure out the strategy of just best coach overall or what. But Edmonton wins the Stanley Cup. They beat Toronto in Game 7 in an all-Canadian final. And the winning team, of course, we know that McDavid and Draisaitl are there. Yeah, McDavid, Draisaitl, Alex Tuch, Tomas Hertl. I mean, obviously the rosters have changed a ton. We are in 2029. My boy AJ Greer won a Stanley Cup. Love to see it. Yeah, I mean this team. Hey, Rob Ramage. Oh boy. Thatcher Demko has another cup in Edmonton. That's their second in 4 years. Chicago has won 3 straight presidents and only won 1 cup. In terms of the actual awards, McDavid wins the Art Ross. The Hart goes to Draisaitl. The Norris to Dahlin. Lady being the Matthews. The Calder does go to Carpenter. Every other year we win it. We'll see what happens. McDavid wins the Conn Smythe. Gustafson, another Vezina, or his first Vezina. He won the Jennings last time out. Tampa's head coach won Coach of the Year. Pettersson won a Selke. Draisaitl, the Ted Lindsay, and the Rocket Richard. David Perron was the top point getter and league MVP. Freddie Anderson was the top goaltender, and aside from that, no other familiar names. Prospect development. Please. Copeland got better. Winkler didn't improve at all. I mean, nothing from Vorobyev, nothing from Niedermeyer, nothing from Carlton. Sopel improved a little bit. Nothing from Ekman. Nothing really from Malkin. Pajot got better, who was in the AHL this year. Bentley with some decent improvement, but it's probably too little too late. Mendez, low elite. He'll be on the defense or the forward core next year. McCutcheon, likely to be on that defense core next year. Tanko, Zigamanis, Dansk, up to a 71. Okay, so we are seeing some decent development, though, for non-roster players, which is nice. Geisberger did go up to a 66. I'm feeling a little bit more optimistic here. Just a little bit more. Cautious optimism, of course. But, I mean, we did see some good development. This team had a horrible start to the season, right? Horrible. I really do think it's just a matter of, can we find the right coach? This turned more into, are we going to get the talent, into, can we find the right coach to bring this team together? We haven't been able to do it yet. We still have a chance. For now, we shift our focus to the draft. We have had horrible luck in terms of the lottery. In terms of this draft. EA, please. There is another number 1 power forward. It's Kip Campbell. EA, please. I'm begging you, please. Please, 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 please. If it's not Campbell, we have to scout Lewis Johnson, who is huge, so he is likely a DFD. Very likely a DFD. Aside from that, Dwayne Agon, Ricky Pateni, Pat Aginla, Louis Trudeau. We do have options. Can we get the number 1 overall pick? Please. EA gods. Please. Please. Fucking. Ah! Why? Pittsburgh, I'm gonna need a favor from you, dog. I'm gonna need a favor, Pittsburgh. Let's talk here, Pittsburgh. I need a favor from you. All right, Pitt. I need a favor from you. Fuck it up. That's all you have to do. There's a history in this series of teams fucking it up. Just fuck it up. That's all you have to do. That's it. You can't tell me that Ekblad's not looking good. Johnson is a DFD. So if we don't get Campbell, we're getting Johnson. Which helps a lot that we have a backup plan. We're guaranteed Campbell or Johnson. Thank God. I would still prefer this guy because you watch, he'll be franchise. Okay, so we have our backup plan. Pittsburgh, what's it going to be? What's it going to be? Am I taking the forward? Am I taking the defenseman? Campbell goes first overall. 82 medium elite, but we do have a backup plan. It's Lewis Johnson, who had a very good point total for a big defenseman. We don't know a damn thing about him. Lewis, be my hero. Yeah, I mean, it's... You're not quite, you're not quite Frederick McDonough, are you? 79 medium elite, though. I mean, we can't complain about that in the slightest. Great skating, great defense, great physical already. A true defensive stalwart. Yeah, I mean, I can't complain. I can't complain. That really will help bring this defense together now. I mean, Ebbett, Kasparaitis, Alexandrov, Johnson, Sopel. And then from there, Pajot, McCutcheon, Dansk. Like, we have options. Like, this defense should be set. We just need these goddamn forwards now. And for the record, I do know, of course, it was mentioned in the chat that there's a South Korean in Marco. So we'll take a look at where he ends up. Let's go to the second round here. It's a later pick in the second round than we're used to. Aegon was a 76 medium top 6. Pateni wasn't that bad either. But obviously, I mean, thank God this defenseman was a DFD. Like, that is a gigantic W for us. Absolutely gigantic. Marco went to the Islanders. And obviously we didn't screw up. We made the right choice. Yeah. Good pick up there late for the Leafs. Alright. Second round. Orlando Talixon. Radek Steshkal. Low elite defenseman in Svitov, but there's also Thomas Levo. We have Connor Racoin, Ladislav Saleh, Cameron Pollock. A lot of defensemen here. I know there was a potential that's confirmed to not be that good, but we're doing our due diligence here. We can't get lazy in the scouting department. Okay. So, Levo. Decent shout for Mr. Levo. 3 years out. Jeff Carter comparison. Steshkal. 4 years is not confirmed, but obviously I think we'd go with Levo. Palmieri. Good point total, we'd go for Levo. Motto. Obviously not. Boudreaux. No. Talixon. Maybe. Talixon or Levo. But then there's Svitov. A low elite defenseman. He's 3 years out. Low elites are great. For the most part. Saleh. Okay, this is gonna be a tough choice now, isn't it? This is gonna be a tough choice. Oh, Gartner comparison, that's a tough call. What do we need, D or forward? I mean, ideally as many... we need the best player available no matter who it is. That's what we need. No matter who it is, that's what we need. Is the best player available. There's a Chelios comparison there. We're obviously going to need to call a timeout. There is a high likelihood that we're going to be kicking ourselves for missing on this pick. So if we were to take a defenseman, Coin, rough point total, not the best grades, 4-year comparison, but the Chelios comparison. Eastwood. We'd go with the Coin. Curtis here. We'd go with the Coin. Saleh. I'd probably risk it for Saleh over a Coin. And then there's Svitov. If you were going for a defenseman, it would be Saleh or Svitov. If we're looking for a forward, I mean, Levo is the highest overall, but even then he's still 3 years out because he can't skate and he can't play defense. And then there's something about Orlando Talixon with that Gartner comparison that is very, very interesting. The grades, we don't 100% know for sure, but are lower than Levo. There's something about Orlando Talixon with that Gartner comparison that really intrigues me. 2 forwards, 2 defensemen. We can only have one of them. Saleh is interesting because of the 1-year ETA, but we just don't know. We just don't know. Svitov's 3 years out as a low elite. In theory, we should be fine defensively. There's just something about Talixon with that goddamn Gartner comparison.
MD, JPB, it's only right, baby. Yeah.
This is a very tough choice. There's a chance all four of these guys are good. There's a chance that one of them is the needle in the haystack. There's a chance that all of them suck. Let's be honest.
You know that I run it. Everything you wanna do, I already done it. And I got your little boo telling me she love me. I got
The only reason you don't take Svitov, I think, is because, again, a medium top 6 is rough.
damn, it's gonna be a long night. Yeah, let's go.
This is one of those make or break moments here. It really is.
For a real one.
Again, defensively, now that we've added Johnson, Ebbett, Kasparaitis, Alexandrov, Johnson, Sopel, we only need one more defenseman. It should be Pajot or McCutcheon, maybe even Dansk. But still, better odds would be great. And actually, if we look at other defensemen,
You wanna do, I already done it. And I got your little boo telling me.
there is David. He's a 62 at 21. That's just not going to happen. Forward-wise, Spire, Oberg, Niedermeyer, Vorobiev, Carlton, Ekman. So that's our top 6 right there, in theory. And third line, we're looking at Koltsov, Malkin, Mendez, and Leinen. Bentley maybe has a shot. Geisberger maybe kind of. We still need help in both aspects. Fuck.
Everything you wanna do, I already. You know that you know that yeah. I said, you know that yeah. Damn, it's gonna
If this Mike Gartner comparison doesn't work out for us, I am officially declaring that I'm never gonna care about player comparisons ever again. If this Gartner comparison over a Jeff Carter doesn't work out, then I'm never caring about player comparisons again. Orlando Talixon. 67 medium top 6. He at least wasn't that much worse, in theory, than our other dude. It's not an L. Certainly. We don't know if it's a win yet, though. Very well-rounded. Not really great at any particular thing. Let's find out if we made the right choice there and if there was a medium elite that we missed out on. Donovan wasn't available. Sharaf. Stejkal was a low elite. 2 overall points higher than Levo, baby. There was something about Talixon. Yes. All right. But was there a medium elite that we missed out on? Svitov, we knew was a low elite, 62. Upon reflection, if I could do the pick over again, I'd go for Svitov at a 62 low elite over a 67 medium top 6. We did better than... Ah! Damn it! He was the guy with the 1-year ETA, wasn't he? Shit. Soleil was the best player. We got the second best player of the bunch in terms of overall. Should have gone for one of the 2 defensemen upon reflection. Soleil was the guy. We did okay. But I think if we draft Soleil, we don't have to worry about a defenseman again. Damn it. So the 1-year ETA, I mean, again, that's a hindsight thing though, right? Like, now it's like, oh, well, he had a 1-year ETA, but it wasn't confirmed at all. So it is what it is. Upon reflection, if I could do it all over again, I'd go for Soleil because, again, I feel as though low elite is a much better potential than a medium top 6 or a medium top 4. But we still did okay. I mean, you look at those top 2 picks, we got certainly a useful defenseman. And from the looks of it, a useful forward as well. So far, so good. So far, so good in this draft, I'd say. We're definitely going to have to call another timeout here. Who do we have in this round? I wish Krebs was available. Sask, what's going on, buddy? We're doing well. DFD, Jeff Ronaldo. Absolutely not. So we have Joel Lombardi. Vyacheslav Antropov. Ariel Lagasse. Told you to go for the low elite. I mean, congrats. The low elite wasn't even the best player, Kane. So, I told you to go for someone who was worse than who you picked. All right. Do we have anybody else here in this mix? Brett Belak, we're going to have to look at. Again, due diligence. Wojciech Olish. Okay. So clearly we have a favorite. Olish, couple of Bs, 4 years out. Antropov, 1B, 4 years out. Interesting. Could be better than advertised. See. He's 18. He's not great. 5 years out. That's a tough call. Even if he is a medium elite. If he's a low elite, though, that's not bad. Lombardi. Couple of Bs, 4 years out. And Belak. Couple of Bs, 4 years out. Well, Jesus Christ. That just doesn't help at all now, does it? I mean, the only thing to go off of here, essentially, is the point total. It comes down to Belak, or Legacy / Lagasse, call it whatever one you will. And we gotta go for the grinder. Mr. Uriel, welcome aboard. Medium elite, he's a 51. He is a 51. He is right in the mix alongside some of the other medium elites we have, though. He's right there with Geisberger and Bentley. Bentley, we might have waited too long to call up to the NHL. Geisberger has a shot of being decent. It's a long shot pick. If it works, it works, but it is definitely a long shot. I'll take it, though. Certainly. I mean, unless there's a higher overall medium or low elite at this stage of the draft that we might have missed out on. But, I mean, seeing who people were taking in the early part of the fourth, I think we did very well for ourselves. Oh, yeah. I mean, look at the draft class quality here. We did very well for ourselves. We're 3 for 3 in this draft. Again, Talixon wasn't the best guy we could have gotten at the moment. But all things considered, it was still a good pick. We are 3 for 3 in this draft so far. In a draft where we really can't afford to screw up even once. So... he's an overager, but I'm interested. I know there are goalies, but we can't risk it on goalies. We just can't. Ooh, Holmqvist too. Okay. Okay. Some tough options coming up here. So for defensemen, there are 3. Mika Hutala. Couple of Bs, about 4 years out. Guaranteed 4 years out for Ferentz. And Grabeshkov. We're not taking a defenseman. Holmqvist, Melachar, Hillen. Hillen's 4 years out. Melachar's 20 years old, barely played, potentially 3 Bs, 5-year ETA though. It's not Melachar. He's going to take forever. He is going to take forever. Holmqvist. 5 years out as well. I mean, we're likely looking at a higher starting overall for Melachar. We just don't know by how much. I have no confidence that any of these options are actually going to be that good. I really don't. Could be wrong, but I really have no reason to be confident in them. I mean, Holmqvist is only a year younger, but there is a chance he is significantly worse. He's 2 grades lower in shooting and puck skills. He does have a higher census category. He's lower in skating. He does have better physical. It kind of, you know, it actually kind of evens out. It's just that he can't skate worth a damn. It's got to be Holmqvist. We'll take the Swede. Yes. 56 medium elite at 19 years old. This is the draft that we goddamn needed. If we can just get ourselves a goddamn coach, we have a chance to be successful. We just need that one coach. Where is my Emilio Estevez? 3 medium elites in this draft of the first 4 rounds. Absolutely for 4 for 4 with these selections. It is another high risk, high reward player. I mean, again, now you look at Holmqvist, you look at Geisberger, Legacy, Bentley's still in that category. I mean, shit, even Ekman's in that category at this point. He's up to 23 years old. This has been good. Round 5. Can we go 5 for 5? Cervinen was good, but he was never available to us. Not even high risk. I mean, high risk in that... I mean, not even high risk, sure. Maybe that's unfair, but... I mean, shit, we couldn't have gone wrong. Melichar was 56 overall medium elite. Same thing, but he's a year older. 56 medium elite in round 4. So. I mean, high risk in that there was literally no guarantee. I mean, he could have been a 46. And at that point, if you're looking at a 46 medium elite, you might as well just fucking pack it up and pick a 65 medium top 9. But sure, if we want to be, you know, if we want to have semantics regarding the discussion, we'll say,
Fanboy! The man
we'll
was a
say
fanboy.
low, you know, low floor, high ceiling. Let's go with that. Astral drops the 28 months, by the way. You'll love to see that. Astral, how are you? Yves Devereaux's a big boy. Yves Devereaux's a real big boy. There is a medium elite goalie we could fall back on for the culture if we wanted to maintain the run of elites. But the last thing we need is a goaltender. I wish this OFD and Fiddler was available. Balls are 0-4. Very nice. I haven't paid attention to the AHL at all. Maxim Stahl. Devereaux. Good physical. 5 years out at 19. Okay. Volkov. Couple of B's at 19. Ooh. Volkov might be much, much better than that low 7th indicates. There is Nielsen, he's 17. Good project goalie. We have to take the risk with somebody else. Gene Love. 5-year ETA at 17. And Hoyles. 5-year ETA at 17. A lot less to go off of in terms of the attributes. Point totals were okay, though. I mean, any of the 5 would be logical picks. We really don't need Nielsen. We already have too many goaltenders for the amount of spots that we have, and we have had no luck in terms of RFA options, and Zigomanis is on the way up. We're not taking the goalie. That would be a complete waste. That would be a complete waste to take the goaltender. Damn. I don't hate the point total for Devereaux, but he's 19, like I said. I don't feel great about any of these guys, but we gotta snipe the right option here. Tony, solid day. A solid day indeed. Problem with Devereaux. It's just the fact that he's 5 years out. But he's a confirmed enforcer. And when in doubt, we take the confirmed enforcer. Yves Devereaux is the pick. Honestly, not that bad for a 5th round pick. 58 overall, medium top 6 enforcer. That's not that bad. Doesn't have the best physical category to begin with, but I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I would have rather ended up with him than taken the medium elite and not tried. So, the medium elite goalie, that is, of course. So yeah, I'm not bothered by that miss there as we get the old gifted sub from Jose. Thank you for that. Is there anybody better? Of course, Nielsen wasn't medium elite. He was a 48. That's why it wasn't even worth it. We couldn't take Fiddler. Yeah, we couldn't take Fiddler. We did fine. Given the circumstances and the quality of the draft, we did pretty good. We did pretty well. Now the question is round 6. If we can end up with a hit here on one of these last 2 picks, only one of them, I'll be pretty happy. Damn it, that would have been amazing. That would have been amazing. We got a shot with Shane Blake. Got a shot with Shane Blake. DFD gem in the 6th round. Interesting. A gem in the 6th round, even if that almost guarantees that he's a low top 4. It's interesting. Timofey Korolyuk, 20 years old. Potentially a 3-year ETA. We'll keep you in mind. Scott Roach. Worth keeping in mind. Shane Blake. 5-year ETA. That's a bit scary. On our Spezza. Not really seeing a clear pickup here at the Ming. Aiden Amadio, the overager. Damn. There isn't really a player that I'm all that confident in. If Korolyuk's 3 years, that's fine. Roach is ahead of him in that regard. I know the timer's there too. We'll likely call our penultimate timeout of this draft because, my God, have we been using timeouts like a madman. They're all defensemen as well. That's the difference here. No forward comparisons. I mean, Blake, he's up there. Von Arx is up there. I think we're going to take out Spezza, Domingue, and Amadio. It's one of these 3. I don't trust Blake. It's Roach or Von Arx. How much do we trust the gem? I really feel like he's going to be a low 4. There's something about Scott Roach. I just feel like he's worth a shot in the dark here. If there's nobody else available in terms of guaranteed potential, which there's not. Yeah, at this rate, we're just going to risk it. Scott Roach. Low 7th. Alright, our first miss of the draft comes in the 6th round. And it was too good to be true. Von Arx was a low elite gem. Fair enough. Low elite, 61 overall, at 19 years old. Fuck. Honestly, I would have felt comfortable betting $20 on him being a low top 4. Because that's just been my... Alright, well, we missed. But hey, the good news is, if you're going to miss that badly, you miss in the 6th round. Fuck. Always take the gem. That's not how this game works. Feel free to watch any franchise mode series of mine and see how many gems ended up being a low elite. You go right ahead. But yeah, no, that was a big swing and a miss. But thankfully, we have the rest of the draft before that really kind of mitigates the damage done here by missing out on 2 low elites. To be honest, I don't even know if I would have been happy with Blake. It really was Von Ark as the gem. So I missed out on 2 low elite defensemen in this particular draft. That kind of sucks. I've never missed on a gem. Well, congrats to you, Mike. Must be nice. I miss on 9 out of 10 gems I take, so there you go. I wanna, and here's my appeal that'll sound defensive. I wanna see the luck. Start streaming. Start posting videos. I wanna see this luck on paper. Because I don't believe you, but if it's true, then I want to subscribe. You know? That's all I'm saying. Oh, God. Walker Mathers, son of Marshall. Jesus Whitney. Well, I mean, Jesus. At that point, because you see, Kondratiev. And then we could just totally give up. Well then. Do we have anybody else in the mix? I took Spezza off the board, didn't I? I did. Celios will add to the board. Let's add Mario Richard. Grigorenko I'm gonna avoid. Joe Booze. Joe Booze. It's like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Theme song. And yes, I'm aware of the clock. Trying to take inventory of potential options that are actually projected to be drafted because they are the ones likely still be decent. Any other gems? Unfortunately not. We had that one chance. I felt confident with the pick there. It just didn't work out. Alright, Mathers is way the hell down there in terms of the draft ranking. I know it says a 4-year ETA. I don't trust it, and especially too, he's 20 years old. Richard. We don't have an ETA on him. Didn't have the best point total. Celios was a little bit better in the queue, but he is an overager, so screw that. Whitney's way too far down the board to take. Jace Urquhardt. 5 years out at 18. It's down to him and Richard so far. Easton Woods. Decent point total at 17. Easton Woods is my favorite so far here. Demetrius Boys. Potential 3-year ETA. That wins so far. And there's Albert Rome. And Kondratiev. Let's go for Boys. Why not? Demetrius Boys is the pick. Just for that potential relatively low ETA. And it didn't work. So we miss on our final 2 picks of the draft, unfortunately. But before that, again, we pretty much knocked it out of the park, which was very, very welcome. Pretty much up to Devereaux. Especially up to Holmqvist, we did really well. But yeah, Devereaux was a good pickup as well, in my opinion. So at this stage, like I said, it's just, can we get that goddamn coach that can bring this team together when we have so limited options? Only 3 types of forwards, 2 types of defensemen. Can we make it happen? We have to re-sign the entirety of our goaltending core, including some of our top defensemen as well. Of course, Johnson will be signed immediately. Sopel's up to a 78, so we have a very good shot here of putting together a team that might just possibly, maybe potentially, as Oberg's back down to a realistic asking price, we might just be able to put together this team that can get the job done and, you know, really start pushing for a playoff spot. Who the hell is the coach of that team going to be, is the question. Brindamore wasn't the guy. Perez wasn't the guy. I don't know who it's going to be. I genuinely don't. But I have a little bit more optimism now than I've had in the past couple of seasons. And certainly more optimism than I had an hour ago, which is pretty nice.